right? Plus you add in all the side effects. So anyways, the point is, what I observed was this vicious cycle of using sedatives to go to sleep, not getting good sleep, and then using stimulants to wake up, right? So anyways, I observed Ryan, as well as a lot of people in the SEAL teams doing this, right? But Ryan really started to fall apart. And of course, we had some PTS and some traumatic brain injury, but all of us are struggling with that. And in fact, I believe that all of us were struggling in every way. It's just some of us were able to hide it more. Some of us were able to push a little harder and keep us, our career, keep us in the game a little bit longer. But all of us will end up in the same place. It's a litany of, it's a constellation of injuries that we all incur that Dr. Free really explained well in his paper, The Operator Syndrome. So Ryan was struggling, and I noticed that he had some changes going on in his life. But what I did notice was that he wasn't sleeping. Now, was the sleep because of traumatic brain injury? You know, like we see a lot of sleep issues that come with traumatic brain injury. I mean, I know this stuff now. I didn't know anything at the time. Was it because his night terrors were too much for him to sleep? Was it because the Commodore didn't believe in PTSD and fired the psychiatrist and he no longer had his PTSD meds? Was it because, I don't know, but I just thought that sleep had everything to do with his downfall. So he had a couple of bad things happen. We all have bad things happen in our careers and our lives, and he was awake for 5 days and hung himself in his dad's basement. So that one messed me up because I thought that Ryan was a better SEAL than me. He never even saw 30, you know? And I know all of you guys know what I'm talking about, that feeling of like, fuck, am I next? But that's crazy, right? How can we think I'm next? Like I'm on my own journey, right? He's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, but it's a weird paradigm where, you know, I kind of idolized him. He's sniper medic. And if I couldn't figure out why he did it, then what's to stop it from happening to me? Like it could just happen one day, right? This monster just happens. So my best estimation of the whole thing was that his mental health was closely tied to his sleep health, but I didn't know anything about sleep, right? Nobody cares about sleep in the teams. So I had my new mission, and I was going to turn lemons into lemonade, right? I was going to say, you know, maybe I can't save Ryan, but I can save other guys like him. And I believed that I could do that. You have to believe in something sometimes, right? We had some cultural biases, right? Like, you know, you're weak if you take a nap. You're weak if you need extra sleep. Like, the strong survive. The strong can just push forward. God bless Jocko Willink, because he really is. He was an amazing operator, and I do love his work, but he's killing me when he tells people he only sleeps 4 hours a night. It's like, come on. Enough with the ego. So this is the alert mind, and this is the stressed mind. And the difference in these two is our reaction to an emergency situation, right? The alert mind is healthy. The stressed mind is in full fight or flight mode. And we have to handle ourselves as we transition into sleep, right? We have to be able to down-regulate. We have to be able to turn off that activation. We have to be able to turn off some of those thoughts, especially the bad ones that keep us up. So this is a well-known phenomenon. I call it the famous stress battle. So if you guys are acknowledging that this is something that's going on, right, that your amygdala is activated all the time, and we want to engage the prefrontal, then we can visualize how using some of these techniques to relax and engage the prefrontal. So that's what we're doing. We're shifting from sympathetic to parasympathetic, relaxing the system, and our prefrontal engages. And that's what we want to do in the minutes and moments before we enter into sleep. All right, thanks guys.
Thank you.